Hi there, I hope you have a lovely day. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Turna. So today I have my update for the BYOP palette pan project pan. This is a project created by Jessica Lee, and I believe there was another co-creator. Don't shoot me, I have not been posting a lot of videos for quite some time because I was out in the out of the country for two business trips, which lasted like 3 weeks each, and then I kind of had too many project pans going on, and I could not focus really on a lot of stuff. And with some I updated on a monthly basis, but for I made the executive decision to retire some of the project pans because I cannot focus on them. I will have another long holiday coming up, and I realistically I can only take some palettes with me and work on those things, but not all of my project pans. So that's why I decided, you know what, I will retire some of the project pans. But BYO is build your own palette. You pick, let's say you just use one of these little guys or another empty palette, a magnetic palette, and then put in your eyeshadows and decide to work on those. And that's what I did in order not to glare you, not to okay, bring you discomfort. This is my palette. It looks like this. You see some empty pans. I have to admit, some of the eyeshadows have not been completed. I repressed them into other palettes because I brought those eyeshadows. Then I thought, you know what, I will not bring this palette with me because some of the eyeshadows here or the pans are not magnetic, so it will just shake in the empty palette, and then it will cause a mass break, etc., etc. So therefore I decided, you know what, I would just take those with me, and then repress it into the actual palette that I was using, and so on. So, but let's get started maybe with this one. There is no pan going on, it's a pink eyeshadow from the Blue Blood palette from Jeffree Stars. Um, Still going strong, that one. I still have some eyeshadows left. I need to work on those. Then this little guy here, this one and this one I repress into other palettes, so you can see recognize it from the eyeshadow pen format. These are from the same eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star. One thing that I completely finished is this little guy. This was from um, Depotted eyeshadow palette. It was a cheap one, I don't even remember the name, but it was just a cream eyeshadow that I also used in my fun sized project pan palettes. Repress it there and use it up because yeah, it helped me just to blend out my eyeshadow while I was away. So that's the thing. And then um, this is the guy here, so I will try to find another replacement for this one. So I can move a little bit in the pan here. So you see 3 pans in a row. These are from the same palette. mm, I think there's also, if I'm not mistaken, the Urban Decay. I actually depotted one of the Urban Decay palettes with the zipper. That was an older thing that I bought back in the day from eBay, and I depotted that, and I think those ones are here, if I'm not mistaken. But here you see another empty. That one actually has not been completed yet because it's still there. I depotted it or repressed it into my fun size palette, and that was my brow bone highlighter, or I used it under my brow bone to highlight. So it's still here. So 2 pans are occupied by this one little eyeshadow palette, eyeshadow pan. Once I finish it, I will just of course replace it. But yeah, uh, that's a little update. After quite some time I can update you on that one. um, yeah, will I continue with this project? Yes, I will do that because it has no end date, and it's quite good for me, just to get rid of my loose eyeshadows. Let me know down in the comments if you like my idea, to repress the eyeshadows into other palettes, and not to show you always the progress, let's say how the pan gets empty and so on. Because as I said, for me practically travel, because I was traveling, I thought, you know what, just scrape it out of this eyeshadow pan, for example, and then put it into, or repress it into the actual palette, was more, how could I say, convenient for me, because I didn't want to take too many loose eyeshadows with me or too many palettes with me. And I can tell you, I was traveling with 4 little small ones, more or less. So I will just show you quickly what happened to the Jeffree Star eyeshadow palettes. Oops, have to be careful. So I repressed them on top of these little guys because they had pan already, or quite significant pan, and I just repressed them on top of it, just, and I was using those two eyeshadows just to blend out my eyeshadow. So that was really convenient for me to do it like that. But let me know if you think it's a good idea that I update it like that, this project pan, or do you want to really see how the I hit side pan in each individual pans, because I tried to reduce now the project pans that I'm working on, and I feel more comfortable using that my method, instead of showing you all the time how the pan gets empty. Anyway, I repeated myself too many times now. I hope you enjoyed still this update. Leave me a note in the comments down below. I see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.